Hi Alicia, here is a practice video for your first two measures of the Vivaldi Concerto in A minor. A good thing to start before you do this is your A minor scale. We've been doing this version down here. But you'll notice that this part of the Vivaldi Concerto actually goes on the A and E strings. So let's do the same scale, but starting on the A string. And actually, you can see behind me, there's our scale A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. So there's no sharps, and I'll just remind you how that's gonna end up being played on the violin. On the A string, we'll have A, B, C, D, like that, so it's pattern 1. And then on the E string, we have F, G, and A, so it's gonna end up being pattern 4. All right, pattern 4 means your first finger is a low 1. If your first finger is on the tape on the E string, that's actually F sharp. So you need to be below the tape to be F on the E string. Okay, so I'll play through that and you can play with me. It's gonna go like this. 1, 2, open A starts. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Okay? I'm gonna do that again, and then this time I'm gonna go backwards too. So really important, double check that you know where this F is. It's a low 1, closer to the scroll. All right, here we go. 1, 2, A minor on the A string. Let's go backwards. Ready, go. So you have the note B is normally where it is, but F, it's kind of funny, is here. And that's because you can see the notes that touch are B and C. Okay, so B and C on the A string are here. And then on the E string, E and F touch. So we need to have F close to E right here, okay? Because we don't want any sharps. All right, now I'll play these first couple measures for you and then I'll break it down. So I'm just gonna start at the beginning. You'll see that it starts up bow with an open E, and then we go right away to the A in third position. So that note A is usually with our third finger, but we're gonna bring our elbow closer to the body and shift up, okay? So make sure when you come up, your elbow comes closer, and just start, we're gonna start in third position. So I like to check the A with my first finger with my open A, just to make sure it sounds right. And they should match like that. All right, once those match, then you're ready to start. It's gonna start up bow, but we're gonna actually start, usually we'd start here if we're doing quarter notes, but if you look at the rhythms, there's no quarter notes. So it's all gonna be really small. So we're actually gonna start up bow at the middle of the bow, tape 2. So it'll look like this. I'll play it for you and then break it down. 1, 2, 3, let's see. 1, 2, 3, that's fine. We're gonna go all the way to there because that's where the phrase ends. So that's 2 measures plus 3 more notes, okay? I'll play that a lot slower now. That's the actual speed, but I'm gonna go like 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Going slow, it's hard to stay in this one section of bow, but we're gonna stay in here. So I'll just kind of show you these bowings now. We start up bow, all of the 8th notes are gonna use one section of bow. So it goes E, A, and then we have all of these 8th notes and 16th notes, and you can just kind of think of those as this really small run pony. So we have A, C, B, and those are notes that are up in third position. Here. Okay, so when we have this run pony rhythm, it's gonna go so fast later. You can see it says allegro at the beginning, so you wanna keep it, even when you're going slow, play like you would be going fast, which means tiny bows. Because it'll go. Okay, so a really good thing to practice is just that bowing on the open E string. I'll play those same measures with just the bowing on the E string, and it goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. and I'm doing 3 extra notes because that's where the phrase actually goes to. So I'll play in the third measure, I'm playing C, A, A, and I'm stopping there on the A. Open A. Okay. What I'll do for you now is a really good strategy for this one, I think, would be the additive strategy. So I'll do that process for you once so you can do it along with me, and that probably will do it for you. So starting at the middle of the bow, let's do one beat at a time. So the first beat's kind of tricky to see because we've got 4 eighth notes. So we're just gonna do 2 eighth notes or a run pony for each beat. The run ponies are easier to see as one beat because they're barred together. So hopefully this will make sense as I start doing it. So here we go. The first beat is just going to be the pickup plus the first 2 eighth notes. So like this, 3 and 4. And make sure you stay in this section of bow. The notes that have the little lines over them, that's called tenuto. They should be a little bit separated and a little bit accented, so a little more pressure, and then stop the bow. It's not super short like staccato, but it's a little bit separated. Hear that tiny space? So we're going for that. All right, here we go. First beat again. 3 and 4. All right, now let's do the first 2 beats. We're gonna do all 4 of those A's. 3 and 4. All right, now we're gonna go all the way through to the first run pony. So this is the pickup and the first 3 beats. 3 and 4. Okay, now I'm gonna do the whole first measure. 3 and 4. All right, now I'm gonna add 1 more run pony. So we end up doing, we do the same thing 3 times. All right, starting back at the beginning. 3 and 4. And I wasn't making a huge deal of it, but this next time I will. You might notice that sometimes they have the line and sometimes they don't. So if the note does not have a line, it should be a little softer. And if it does have a line, it's a little more accented, louder, okay? More pressure. Let's try. I'm now gonna add, actually I'm gonna pause and isolate this next one. This is beat 2 of measure 2. It goes, and you have to shift down. So let's practice just the shifting down part. Let's see what direction. It'll be up bow. This is, it goes, see where it says 2, 1? I'm gonna start on the A that's right before that. So it's A with your first finger, and then you shift down to G, F, okay? Let's do it really slow, starting up bow at the middle. It'll be like this. Let me do a better job with the bowing. So the runs go here, and then we'll pony at the first tape. So here it is. Ready, up bow, shift. Sort of out of tune. Make sure when you shift, your elbow goes away from you. I'm gonna do it 3 more times. Ready, here we go. All right, go back. All right, 2 more. Ready, up bow, shift. Oh, my bowing was kind of all over the place. I'll try again. Ready, here we go. And 1 more because the last one wasn't very good. All right, that 2 times ago wasn't very good. This one is good. Here we go. All right, there was a little isolation. Isolate that and repeat it until it feels really good. And then you can go back to additive. I'm now gonna start at the beginning, and I'm gonna go all the way through till we have 6 beats. So that'll be exactly where we just stopped. A, G, F. I'm gonna stop there, but start at the beginning. All right, 3 and 4. All right, now I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna add 1 more beat. If at any point you feel like it's too much to do all of those, you can always just isolate, but I'm gonna keep doing the additive strategy. 3 and 4. Going back to the beginning, now I'm gonna do the whole first 2 measures, stopping on the 4th finger E. It's very important you use the 4th finger for this E, otherwise it just kind of sticks out. So this time I'm also gonna try to make sure I have those tenuto lines popping out a little more. Those notes should be louder than the others. So here we go. Here we go. Let me just, my computer went to sleep. All right, first 2 measures in the pickup, 3 and 4. There we go. This time I'm going to add the 3 notes in measure 2. So I will go all the way to the end of this section. This will be the last part. Here we go. All the way to this. Okay? Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And when you end, it's very musical to just do a little bit of decrescendo. So the C in that 3rd measure, C, less, least. Okay, so it's more, less, least. And that's just how it's very musical to go a little bit quiet. It's not written in, but that's kind of an implied dynamic to make it musical. We always want to start a little quieter, grow, and then come back down. So that's always that crescendo, decrescendo is kind of always happening in most music, and that shapes it really nicely. So again, important points. The shift down is a little tricky to get in tune, so isolate that. Look out for the tenuto lines, and those notes should be a little more pressure, a little louder than the other ones. And if you need to at any point, you can always just isolate little parts and repeat them instead of just stacking them. But eventually I would do that whole stacking process at least 5 times, and then you'll feel really good about it. So let me know when you're ready for some more.